Good morning, y'all. Um, I wanted to just kind of give you some insight into who I am. I'm the type of person that I feel so deeply for people. I love hard, and sometimes to the point that I don't even love myself, if that makes sense. See, because my childhood was so broken, I learned to cope different ways. I coped by being funny, clowning, drinking, doing drugs, and cussing, and always making sure hair's on point, makeup on point, my attire is on point. Anybody that knows me knows I can dress. I can dress. My shoes always match my purse. My purse always matches my outfit. And so people would look at me and I appear to be together. That my life is gravy, but it wasn't. Only those very closest to me knew that I really wasn't. I had a bad temper, still have a temper, but God's slowly working on that for me. Certain situations are coming up, and yeah, I failed those tests, but nevertheless, God is working on that with me. But I always try to make myself look like I'm okay, but I'm not. It's harder for me to admit that, man, you hurt my feelings, or man, you pissed me off. Instead, it was easy for me to go off on you, like you scream, yell, holler, do whatever, to avoid the fact of me saying, man, you hurt me. So I am learning to rethink how I handle situations. I'm learning to stay quiet before I just vomit at the mouth and just say things, because I remember my mom told me, your words, once they come out of your mouth, you can never take them back. So I'm learning in the heat of my hurt or in the heat of my anger to be quiet. I'm not spewing things that is said out of anger. Rather, I'm learning to speak on them before it gets to that point that when I'm angry, I'm going to, cuss you out and tell you this and tell you that. Because I realize that it not only hurts me, but it also affects the person that did the offense to me. People don't, people can't read your mind. People don't know if they upset you or hurt you or offended you unless you speak on it. So we have to learn to address things and let folks know, man, that was foul what you said. And sometimes it's just best to stay quiet. I'm learning to stay quiet and I give it to God. I pray on it first before I speak on it, because I know that my mouth, ooh, I can get very verbally assaultive with my words, my tone, because that's how I grew up. So it's still a process that I'm going through. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, but I'm taking accountability for my behavior and how I act, so I'm trying to be vulnerable. And that's something that's very difficult for me, is to say I'm so vulnerable, because I've projected being a strong person all my life. But sometimes I get tired. So Hold yourself accountable for the things that you do, the things that you say. And I promise you, the journey gets a little bit easier. So, thank you for taking time out to listen to what I had to say. And just remember, when you see someone who's always happy, or they don't complain and they don't tell you much about themselves, know that they're fighting battles you have no idea about. Be kind. But I know it's difficult to be kind to people who are just so ugly and mean. And show them grace. Show them grace. Y'all have a good day.